Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this 20-plus-year-old guy. As I'm talking, keep putting your hands together for him.
Guys, clap now, clap.
He was born in 96.
Yeah.
His birthday is on Monday.
Yeah.
He's the only act on this bill who has never slept in a police cell. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Phage. A round of applause, please. That's encouraging.
No, that's an actual fact. I've never had the privilege of sleeping in a cell before. Never. I actually, when I was younger, at some point in my life, I actually wanted to be a policeman. Yeah. For the only reason I wanted to be a policeman was because I didn't want to go for NYSC. I found out that if you serve in the police or any armed force, you don't go, which was very daft because you have to go for 18 months training, as opposed to 3 weeks training. But preparing for this show was one of like the toughest things for most of us because we had to like get into police experiences and stuff like that. So I was talking to somebody. And the person wanted to come for the show. And he was asking me the difference between, and I know most of you asked that question, difference between the premium tickets and the standard tickets. So I was like, yeah, premium, you get good seats, you get food. And he's like, 8,000 naira food. Like the guy calculated the difference. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, and you get good seats as well. And the guy goes, you guys are thieves. And I replied to him, yeah, that's why it's a police show. I mean, that's why it's a police show. It doesn't come harder than that. But the crazy thing is, like, Nigeria just changes your perspective on a lot of things. Who remembers the time where armed robbery, like highway robbery, was the biggest thing? Like that was where there was a time, like, I remember like early 2000s, late 90s, armed robbery was the biggest crime out there. There was nothing bigger than armed robbery. Now there's too much competition. Like there are bandits, militants, like everybody's just trying to do their own thing. And it's crazy because now is the worst time to be an armed robber. Like, you just be going around your normal business on the highway, trying to make ends meet. And then bandits will kidnap you. It's not even safe to be a robber anymore. The one I don't even understand is there's this one called unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen, unknown men has to be the dumbest name for criminals ever. How many gunmen do you know? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, you never see a gunman like, bah, my name is Shego, I'm an engineer. It's never going to happen. No, but it's crazy, man, because if you think about it, right, we have so many like problems with insecurity in the country, and now the army has to step in a lot of them. Like, there are military operations in like every region, which constitutionally doesn't make sense because, I mean, those of you who know the law, the army's job is to protect the territorial integrity of the country, fight against external. My school fees did not waste. So now, like, the army is doing like the job of the police. Like, it's terrible. That's how bad insecurity is. So the army now does the job of the police, and as the army is doing the job of the police up until last year, before NSAS, police started doing the work of armed robbers. So now armed robbers became unemployed. Like, there was competition with them, so there was nothing for the armed robbers to do, which is bad because those of us who were normally unemployed, now there's now competition for us. And now we now have to look for other things to do. And it's so bad because I saw this. This is actually a legit thing. I saw a signboard somewhere. It said the National Association of Unemployed Graduates. I can never forget this thing. And what struck me the most was not the fact that they are going to ask for dues from their members who are broke. But they had under their signboard, they had a signboard, vacancy secretary. I'm like, y'all don't have jobs. Why are you giving jobs? But it's very crazy. It's very crazy. It's mad because when you think about it, you think about the fact that Nigerians, we a lot of the time we compare ourselves to other countries. And that's why, I think that's why we think that there's a problem with the police force. Because we compare too much. How many of you have been arrested abroad before? Wow. Okay, sorry, let me trace back. How many of you have gone abroad before? That should have been the first question. Okay, for those of you believing, we'll meet ourselves in Canada, but that's by the way. No, but if you ever get arrested abroad, it's a very nice experience. Most of the time, like except you're black or Hispanic. But well, when you get arrested abroad, you hear things like pull over. Very nice conversations. Then it always ends in something like, I'm afraid you have to follow us to the station. I'm afraid you have to follow for something bad that you did. See how polite they are. Very nice. They take you to the station, your lawyer comes, they give you coffee. All this happens in the movies. If you're black in real life, you're dead. But that's by the way. But see, the Nigerian police experience for most people is very terrible. But what's crazy is, I don't know, the average policeman has this basic training to hold you by your waist. If police ever grabs your waist, you are going nowhere. Like, they don't need handcuffs because they don't have enough handcuffs. They just hold you like this. Have you ever seen, how many of you watch like 7 o'clock news and see where they're parading? I saw one in Warri, like legit, they were arresting 2 guys and they tied them by their shirts. Like 2 guys, they tied them shirt to shirt. It's not like these guys can just cooperate, guy run this way, and they'll go. But if you ever watch 7 o'clock news and see where they're parading suspects, it's always a bunch of like 7 or 8 guys. 3 guns, they never have enough guns. I don't know. Armed robbers, you guys need to do better. Like, just 3 guns, and 2 of them locally made pistol. What? You'll not see like 4 cartridges. Now, this is where you know that there's a problem. 64 charms. Are you trying to rob God? Like, they just charm everywhere. You guys need to do better, like, upgrade. This is 2021. And now, the crazy thing is when they now arrange all of them. Because the police, as I said, never have enough handcuffs. They don't handcuff them. They chain them leg to leg. Now, they don't care what crime you committed. You might be an ordinary Yahoo, but you stole foul, you kill somebody, all of you are together. They just chain all of them together. They don't care their crime. When they start asking them questions, the armed robber, one of them, when they ask him, it's always his first time. Say, Ghana, my first time. It's always his first time. Now, the crazy part is that I was watching news one time. I spent a lot of time watching the news. And then they paraded the thieves. They had like AK-47s. And for the first time, these guys had enough guns. And then they now asked one of them, like they interviewed one of them. And the guy goes, Oga, true to God, if I get this gun, if no catch me. Like, there's no how I have this and you catch me. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But for reals, I know I said how many of you have been arrested abroad. I've not been to Dubai before or anywhere in the Middle East, but I see the kind of police cars that they have. I've seen the pictures. I don't know if they're real. So those of you that have gone, please confirm. Like you see stuff like G-Wagons, Bugattis, like really high-end vehicles. They use them as police car to chase criminals. No, it's not that we can't do it in Nigeria. But we don't have the roads for that. There's a reason we use Hilux as our police vehicle. When I was in primary school, I watched the first and only time I saw a police chase live in Port Harcourt. So this guy was driving a Hummer, and then there was a speed bump, and then he flies over the speed bump, boom, boom, and he continues going. And then the police is coming behind him in a 504 station wagon. I will never forget. And then they get to the speed bump and they slow down. Climb his back. And then one policeman puts his head out of the window and is like, slow down! If you were the one there, who would you want to be? Like, it's crazy. Like, imagine if we had like actual fast police cars. Like we had like Bugattis and the rest. It would be thief chasing police, not police chasing thief. Like police will go to and bust a bank robbery. And when they come out, their cars are gone. Because robbers have stolen them and used them as spare parts in Ladipo or something. Like, it's crazy. You just think about all these things and you're like, what ways can we, move the police forward? Like, what can we do to make the police better? Because I get we trash them a lot. But before I say the solution, I'm not talking about the problem. Before I say the solution, I just want to ask, is there a covenant between police cars and mechanic workshop? There's almost no mechanic workshop you drive into that you don't see a police car inside. I don't know why. And what's bad is, if you notice, all those police cars that you see parked on the road, like ones parked at the corner, they don't actually move. Those cars they're like police offices. So if you think about it really, these are solutions to the problem in Nigeria, because first of all, they are bad roads, so thieves cannot really move like that. So you require the police to be stationary, not necessarily moving. And then the police offices, some of them don't have lights. So it's good if they are by the road. You get. So Those cars are actually office. So if you have complaints, instead of going to party, you can just stop on the road and meet them. But I was saying I want to just tell the solution. I think the police needs an entire rebrand. And I'm not one to just, say the problems and not give a solution. So there should be like some form of reforms. And it starts with the branding itself of the police force. They tried it earlier, before it was the Nigerian Police Force. If you notice now, they've taken the force out. So it's just the Nigerian Police now. But they're still angry. But that's by the way. It was actually a thing. They took the force out to make them look more humane. Yeah. But you can't really. So if we're thinking of rebranding the police force minus the name, there are other things we should change. The logo of the police. How many of you have seen police logo before? Let me tell you what the police logo is. It's a big elephant with two batons. Then around the elephant, plenty grass. So they know that they want to eat. That's they know. That is food that's on their mind. Now my problem now is, have you seen the logo of Amotekun? Amotekun just came like 2 years ago. It's a leopard. You see, that's fast, responsive. DSS, eyes everywhere. Have you ever seen a video of an elephant running? How about we start from there? Change the logo, like maybe a horse or something. Like something it must even be an animal. Can't you just put a gun or something? Another thing I feel they need to change is the uniforms. I know people have said stuff about take away their pockets, blah, blah, blah. Nah. The uniform, I have no problem with the black and black, the blue on black. The one I have a problem with is the camouflage. Yeah, the police, they have a camouflage. It's like a blue shade. For those of you who know the idea of camouflage, is for you to blend with your surroundings. Apart from 15 hours, what can you blend with in blue camouflage? But for reals, the police actually inspire me. They do. They inspire me to work hard. I won't lie. If there's any reason why I must make it in this life, it's the way policemen look at me at checkpoints. They don't see me as a threat, and I find it disturbing. No, I've legit been stopped at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I came down from the vehicle, they were searching me, and then the man asked, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a comedian." That was like the funniest joke I've ever cracked in my career. Because the guy now looked at me and was like, "Upcoming, Abi?" In my mind. Because, no, he was like, "Because I don't know you." In my mind, I'm like, I really don't know you too. I know the IG, I know the commissioner. So both of us need to work hard. In my mind. I said it in my mind. But in real life, I was like, yes, sir, upcoming. No, but for reals, if you have the means to talk to people up there, the police can do better. They can do better. I've actually been taken to the station I've not been arrested. I've been taken to the station. It's two different things. I've been taken to the station. And when you go to the station, mind who you go with. The one time I entered the station, the last time I entered the station, I went with a female friend of mine. I'm all for gender equality and women empowerment. But not when we're in the police station. Everybody just shut up, let's get out of here. No, because after the police interrogated us, did everything, they were like, you can go. And then the girl goes, no. You have to explain to us why we are here. So the policeman now looked at me and said, no, in my mind, when she said this thing, I was like, Chimamanda, why? So the policeman looked at me and was like, Oga, I say you should go. Madam say you should stay. What do you say? Now, here's the problem. If it was just any girl, I would have gone. But I was trying to toast this girl, so I was like, she's right. That was the problem. So now it's not that police, if there's anything police hates, it's not an empowered woman. It's an empowered woman supported by a man. So I now became enemy of the police. I actually wrote statements that night. Now here this is where I knew there was a problem, and I'll say this and I'll go. I thought maybe by connection I will get out. I called a retired deputy commissioner of police. Don't ask me how I have the number, but I know people. So I called a retired DCP who I thought would come and rain fire and brimstone. And this man told me, Oga, you know how the police is. Just go. And I'm like, you know how the police is. Meaning he knows that there's a problem. They know that there's a problem. They know that there's a problem. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
You guys box comedians so much. Like, for example, you give us, like, guidelines. Like, don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Nothing can be funny about the police. Many things are funny about the police. But we just can't say them. Because DSS, you are these guys. I know you are here. I know you are here. I know. According to the joke, you don't cut keys. Well, you can make us disappear. So I might just behave myself. So guys, it is very crazy, right? For example, spoken word artists, they can come out and say about anything, no boundary to them. They'll just come. Let me find a topic. Lekki to gate. Comedians, you must, is either you die or you make a joke about that day. Spoken word just come. Hi, I was there. When the police came, ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Like Rihanna, run, pom, 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 pom. I was there. In fact, I could have been shot. If not that I was shot. And all of you, you will do like this. What? That same Lekki Togeto, these guys, photographers came, different pictures. Pia, 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 pia. They took pictures. Graphic designer, they edited different kind of pictures. But comedians, you can't do MUFTI. But guess what? I'm going to do some jokes right now. I'll tell you, when a comedian comes on stage and do joke about something, right? It's not like we're trying to mock the situation. No, we're not. We are saying it because we find it funny. And I'll give you a case study. My grandfather died this week. On Tuesday. No, I'll cry, don't worry. He died this week, and on his hospital bed, right? He was hallucinating. It was like, they were trying to pin him to the bed, and I was like, hey, Ijebu people, don't kill me. I was saying it to him, Ijebu, they want to kill me. And now, we're in an emergency ward. As I was saying that in other people that, in fact, there was one guy that had an accident, his leg was hanging. Guess what? He was laughing. They were laughing at my grandfather. It was then he stopped me. Are they mocking him? No. Answer me, are they mocking him? But that's just what they find deemed fit for that moment. Because it was funny. To me, was it funny? No, it wasn't funny. That was my grandfather. So I decided to make the joke go round. Because General Hospital now, they're like, everybody, like people, they don't even know if they will see the next day, but they laughed. So, I don't know if he will see the next day. I have to do the joke immediately. He did not see the next day, but the joke, listen to me. This is the joke. Now, General Hospital, normal. Many people, an emergency ward, like 30 people. 2 doctors. 3 angry nurses. With out of that 3, 2, they are off duty. So you are at their mercy. So now there's one idiot. He was eating apples. So now I was like, oh, that could be funny. So I went in and said that you don't want to leave. They're like, what do you mean? I'm getting better now. Those high JGBs. I'm getting better now. You think so? They said I should eat. I need some energy. I said, no, be happy. He said, what do you mean? I said, how many doctors do you have here? He said, 2. I said, nice. And you're eating apple. I said, how many apples have you eaten? He said, 3. I said, wow. Don't you know that an apple a day keeps the doctors away? And now you've been eating 3 apples. That means doctor, nurse, cleaner, nobody will near you. He did not see the next day. And he laughed. And now I get to my point. That Lekki to get it. It's very sad. But now look at it from this angle. I did not do it. I'm just trying to make us laugh at it so we can all get over it. Alright? So now, most people that came to protest that night, no lie, they were not Lekki people. Me and you know. People came all the way from Ekpe, Ikorodu, Shagam, because they were sharing food in Lekki. So now, in fact, I say at Yanoworo. Sorry, I call it Bagada. I say at Bagada. Back up. Camera, please. I say at Bagada. There are many, we were protesting in Bagada. We were protesting in, I could have protested in Ikeja, but I came to Lekki. Why? Now there pizza day. Others are jollof rice. They don't know who was sharing it. You just the Lekki to gate. Just say, they are sharing pizza. We just go and kill. Collect pizza. Eat. They are sharing jollof rice. They are sharing. So 2010-20. They were sharing bullets. And now, most people were, it's not like they didn't want to go home. When they called the curfew by 4 p.m., you imagine you protesting. No. Imagine you protesting. I was there that night. Imagine you protesting. Hey, SARS, what do we want? Hey, SARS, what do we want? Hey, SARS. As you are shouting, you are saying fouls here. And you had the grace and the one-time opportunity to be looking at Thames from the back. What do we want? What do we want? So it's fun. Now, 4 o'clock. Now you are seeing Thames. You are seeing fouls. And you are protesting. It's fun. You mess with the wrong generation. You don't know your generation cannot dodge bullets. But you mess with the wrong generation. Our generation is better than your own generation. They are talking to fellow generation. No? Our generation is better than yours. You mess, you think it's by Twitter. So now, 4 o'clock. Fouls, they stay for Lekki here. So fouls just bend. Thames, VI. Bend. You, Ekpe. You, Ikorodu. You, Shagam. And now we don't even blame the right people. No, I won't talk about that. It's too dark. No. You are crazy. Come and perform too. So now, my own issue with the police, my own issue with the Nigerian police is not the fact that they are not doing well. It's not the fact that they are not cheating people. It's not the fact that you need police reports for an accident scene. My issue with the police is this. Is it the Nigerian constitution that all Nigerian police guns, all of our Nigerian police guns, they must have one useless blue, black, yellow, or red sellotape? No, have you noticed? Sometimes they won't have bullet too. But that's sellotape. Constant. And now the issue is this. Have you seen Oyinbo police? When they're chasing thief. No, not even when they're chasing, when they pull you over. Pew, pew. The way they hold their gun. You go on die now. You just... Hello. Have you been drinking tonight? You go on, let's arrest. Arrest by romance. See here, you're laughing. The guy is going to jail. It's funny to you. Nigerian police. First off, Oyinbo police, you'll be seeing LAPD, NYPD, PHPD, PD. Nigerian police sounds like death. From the name, you know you are gone. There's just something like Alagbon, Morocco, Area A, Zone K, Zone G, Panty. excuse me, please. If your uncle call you now, that bro, Adek Panti, is gone. We say that Morocco. Do you know what? You know, some people will go to the police, not see them again. If the police name Mary, you are gone. And now, the issue about this stuff is that I hate the way you laugh to that joke. And now, is this sellotape that they used to hold all these branches together to be Nigerian Police? In fact, do you know how I got this fact? Do you see Nigerian Police budget 2019? Budget for new police recruits for Nigerian Police College. 161.82 million naira. Budget for the guns that the police they used to serve you. Like 1 by 1, 2 for you, 1 for breakfast, that they used to serve you. Budget 61.841 million naira. Budget for sellotape 162.84.161 billion dollars. Look it out. Look it up. In fact, if Nigerian Police, if Nigerian Police tell you, are you the DSS? You took that joke a little bit personal. Tell us what's the real budget? I don't know if you guys notice. I'm kind of shaking. God, this is the end. I don't feel safe. This room became utter a little bit. So now the issue is, I'm very confident police cannot catch me. No. Hey! Lecturer, give me F. Now wait till you tell me be that. No, we are not friends. We are not friends. Now. When I thought police was catching me, I was telling my guy, this is happening. I couldn't believe it was like magic. It was at Onuorah under bridge. I was coming from the comedy club. Police just passed. I was like, yes, stop me. In my mind, though, stop me. They stopped me. Yes, come here. They were laughing. Come here. Why the back out this time? Where you, mama? And the second time that stuff happened to me, police look at me and say, Makinde, you are under arrest. I say, police, I am Makinde now. I am under everything. And now, if Nigerian Police tell you, leave that criminal, we have him on tape. No be camera. Now sellotape. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name is Makinde David.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Policeman? So question 1 is for the rank of corporal and with a salary of 5,020 naira. Are you ready? For the rank of corporal with a salary of 5,020 naira. What do you do when your salary is not forthcoming? What do you do when your salary is not forthcoming? A, go to the checkpoint. B, inform the DPO. C, sew clothes for Yahoo boys. D, remain patient with the government. Did you get the options?
Read it again.
A, go to the checkpoint. B, inform the DPO. C, sew clothes for Yahoo boys. D, remain patient with the government.
Is this show, is it airing live? Will it be on TV?
Yes, this is broadcast from our studios live.
I will say.
This is your first question, Mr. Makinde.
Yes. For 5,020 naira.
5,020 naira for the rank of corporal. You have 3 lifelines, may I remind you?
Oh, yes.
50-50,
Yes.
ask the audience or phone a
It's a
friend.
very easy question. We know as a patriot Nigerian, a man that respects country and authority, I believe I'll wait on
Are you sure?
I'll wait on the government.
Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Yes, final answer. I'll wait on the
Your
government.
final answer is D, Mr. Makinde.
Yes, D.
Final answer, please. Makinde.
Yes! Yes!
No, Makinde.
Yes!
Relax. I have not announced the final answer yet. If you had gone with B, if you had decided to inform the DPO, you would have been incorrect. Because it's Sakpa that would finish your life. Well, what's the point of reaching the DPO when he too is expecting his own salary? What point? Maybe C, sew clothes for Yahoo boy. That is very lucrative. But that would also be incorrect. I'm afraid to tell you that you should have gone to the checkpoint, Mr. Makinde. Because D is incorrect.
I know, but
This is the shortest playtime ever on this game show. Ladies and gentlemen, put it up for Makinde David, please.
My name is DeeMajor, and when Dami was introducing Phage, he said he's the only one that has not slept in a cell before, and I think that's quite ignorant. I have spent the night in a police cell, but I did not sleep. For every show that you do, you need sponsors. If you do a show for kids, brands like Dano Milk, Mini Meal will sponsor. Do a show for certain people, adults, FRSC, big brands, MTN will sponsor. UBA, did they pay you? This is not an ad. So when we're looking for sponsors for this show, and the connection has to be there. There has to, like, for you, people were like, our brand, this. So eventually, finally, a very, very generous group came together and sponsored this show. I need you to put your hands together for the very good Yahoo boys of this country. Because they acknowledge that we're doing a show for their colleagues. So that's why, please put your hands together for them, please. Apart from the fact that NSAS was for a good cause, NSAS, to an extent, favored Yahoo boys. You will see, first of all, you will see people that have regular jobs saying, we're tired of police harassment, we're tired of SARS coming to you when they do Yahoo. Come, NSAS now! NSAS! But NSAS was very good for me, first of all, because that's how I broke up with my girlfriend. Yeah, it made me realize, God, I think they just called me one day, they said, they are shooting us in Mushin. I said, you say he's living in Lekki, what? pushing for God's sake. And you know the worst part about NSAS is, what was that? Finally I'll be on TV. Nice one. Ebony Live. Netflix. You shot one Netflix film that I was on. How you doing? Just wave before I come and arrest you. Just, yeah. You need to shoot your shot quick. Yeah, so the thing about this NSAS piece is that when they were doing the whole NSAS, I noticed something. That for the first time in a very long time, the governor of this state wanted to work. He rolled his sleeve up, came to the protest ground, tried to address the youths, some of you. And you know that man is always trying to act like TikTok generation. So he thought that when you are talking, there has to be soundtrack. He just started here. Dun, 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 dun. The man was like, so yeah, we're gonna come, we're gonna do dun, 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 dun. He said, so we're gonna actually, you guys just go back home. Dun, dun. Before you know it from back, he just said here, oh boy, you done the talk too much. Smart thing, you done the talk too much. Fair. For governor. He wanted to say, I'm trying to say, oh boy, you done the talk. Fair. So December last year came, and you guys, people, wanted to go and have fun. Dirty December. After you have done that to a whole governor. We wanted to go and have fun. Have you seen when people are actually having fun in the club? And the worst part is that hype men in club make things harder for you. You just enter the club and you get savings account, go home now. What did I do? What did I do? Somebody's salary is about to go down now. You say, man, when don't get money now, slay queen. What's that? What's that? And you know that sound that they play before they started doing Dorime, that wow, 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 inside club when thieves are buying drinks. It's the same thing police play when they are trying to catch thief. So you see, there's something about that sound on this fateful day. They've already closed everywhere. Some clubs were like, we'd rather die than close. People were buying drink. We just started hearing, ladies and gentlemen, popping 8 bottles of Ace of Spades. On this corner is Oloeko. Everybody in Lagos that has money is Oloeko. And on this corner, Azu na your mate. Now when police come, they won't carry people. Hype man was hearing police siren. Wow, wow. He just started shouting, more coming in. More and more and more and more and more. Till they carry everybody, say, no more. Carry everybody. And you know that people that are in club are people that have connection. One guy just quickly, in my front, he just quickly said, come on, you know who I am? I know the governor. Just called. Hello, someone who says, oh boy, you done the talk too much. Small thing, you done the do too much. I'm telling you. I always envy police abroad. Always. Have you ever heard of this thing they call undercover cops? Let me break it down for you. Do you know that abroad they have things that they call one of the hardest industry to penetrate that's illegal is some of these are cartels. Nobody wants to, like if you snitch, you know what they say? Why snitches are popular? Because if you snitch, now like big crime. Like nobody wants to be associated with a snitch. Why? So they have some police officers that sacrifice to become undercover cops and act like, and let's work their way to the top and get sufficient information. When they arrest them, when they apprehend them, now police language. When they apprehend them, they will now come out. Now, have you ever thought about it that if that should happen in Nigeria, that can't even happen in Nigeria. Because no police, every policeman will get carried away. You just there. You will just there. Then you just talk to you, say, come on, big. Say, you didn't crazy. No, sir, be police. What? You are undercover. The worst part is that The worst part is that in Nigeria, we don't even have those kind of criminals. How many drug laws in Nigeria? They're not plenty. They're not much. Sir, people are not much. What we have in Nigeria that is very dreaded is cultists. Imagine say one police just go join cult. You know, say na the same color that they fly. First of all, so you as police go join cult. First of all, Nigerian police can't keep their cool when they hear some. I know that cultists they do a lot of things, so that's why they have their status. So you will just police will just blend. I'll be telling him that. See, like tomorrow now we're expecting about $10 billion. Say God. Wait, no. Open up to me. True? So yes now. Why are you surprised? Come. I'll be police. I go be your inside man. I dey undercover, but I go dey undercover there. Or have you ever seen when police apprehend criminals and petty thieves? It's the same way. Whether you are a criminal, anything, if the police should catch you, first thing, you can't miss this, you must chop slap. You know now, people know this thing. Police slaps, you don't know. Police slaps everybody and anybody. So imagine you now when you're undercover. Abroad, if they catch them, they'll arrest them, take them. You know the way they give them tea. You will be police, you'll come out. Even your colleagues will not know you. In Nigeria, you will be undercover as they just catch you. Die! You the crazy, have you seen your mad? Why you slap me, you the mad? What you the crazy? Why did you join this unit? Are you mad? Pride will take over everything. And which brings me to this. I said that in clubs, they play siren. Have you ever wondered why when police want to go and catch thieves, they are always announcing their arrival? Wow. First of all, why? Because they have people there. You can't catch your colleagues. One has to go first, then you... Yes or no? Do you know? You know now, Oga, you know, right? So if police can use sirens that are that loud, and in clubs they use sirens and hype men, Nigerian police that are here, I know people are here somewhere, eating. Eating our money. Let me quickly just drop this. Why don't you just get hype men? When you want to go and catch thief, let them be hyping you and the thief. This is how it's going to play out. Wow. And then the hype men starts. Your mate they are so wrong, you they run bank, who you want impress? They say 1 for the carbon, 2 for number 2, 3 for accidental discharge. If skin no full, no good, but we'll give you 3 seconds to come outside. At the count of 1, 2, 3. Okay. More coming in. More and more. Thank you. Good night, you guys.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Policeman? A round of applause, please. Thank you. So we're going to have a second contestant, the person with the second closest answer to the question. Now, please, can we give it up for Ebuka Mike from Panti? A round of applause for Ebuka Mike from Panti. All the way from Panti. Mr. Ebuka. sure you know the rules, right? Is this your first time?
Yeah.
So are you familiar with the rules? You have 15 questions before you get to the rank of the Inspector General of Police.
How many questions?
15 questions. 15 questions. Did you hear me correctly?
Yes.
And you have 3 lifelines. 50-50,
Okay.
where the computer will delete 2 wrong questions and leave 2 right answers. You can phone a friend, that can help you, and you can also ask the audience members. Are you ready to play? Let's play Who Wants to Be a Policeman? Are you ready to play?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So question 1, for the rank of corporal with salary of 5,020 naira. If you receive a distress call about a robbery in a neighborhood, what should you do? If you receive a distress call about a robbery in a neighborhood, what should you do?
A neighborhood that is not my neighborhood.
It could be yours, it could be someone else, it could be Makinde's, a neighborhood. Your options. A, count the few guns that don't have sellotape and strategize how you can share it with your unit members. B, marshal your units and hit the road with alacrity. C, wait for the robbery to end and go and collect a statement after. D, call the police. Did you get the options?
Yes. Got it.
Remember, you have 3 lifelines. 50-50, phone a friend or ask the audience.
It is a tough one. I would have said count the few guns with sellotape, without sellotape. But there are no guns without sellotape.
Okay.
I could have marshaled my boys to hit the road with alacrity. But they don't know the meaning of alacrity. Are you seeing my problem now?
But I want you to guess. Can you get to the answer as quick as you can?
I'll phone a friend.
You phone a friend?
I'll phone a friend.
You phone a friend?
Yes, this is a tough one. I'll phone a friend.
Which friend do you want?
Ife. Put Ife. Yeah, Ife.
Who is Ife?
Ife.
Yeah.
We went to police college together now.
Oh.
Best graduating student.
Oh, I thought you were the best.
That's what they said in the statement. I told you they changed the statement.
Computer, please, can you put Ife on the line, please?
Hello?
Ife.
Ife, no, Ife. Ife,
Who be this?
Ife, can you hear me, please?
Who be this?
Ife, this is Dami Deremi from Who Wants to Be a Policeman?
I'm not on duty today.
Ife, your friend Ebuka.
Which friend?
Ife, na me, Ebuka. Show for your mom. Na me, wait.
How you did? Wait, okay, we'll go talk about that one later.
Ife, your friend is on the hot seat, please. He needs you to give him the right answer to a question, and he's got only 30 seconds. Is that legible to you? I know you guys don't know the meaning of alacrity, but do you understand what I mean? He has 30 seconds to answer this question.
Ebuka, talk to me. That
So Ebuka,
civilian.
you have 30
Shut
seconds.
up.
You have
Ebuka.
30 seconds. Do you remember the question?
Yes. Ife, my God.
Checkpoint king.
After I win this money, don't worry. I will promote your papa. Don't worry.
You have 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds. Sorry. So, Ife, so I get a distress call that there's a robbery in a neighborhood.
Now your neighborhood.
I don't ask this guy. He say any neighborhood. But
Okay.
there's a robbery going on. He said, what will I do? He said, option A, count the few guns without sellotape and share it among my team. Option B, he said, I should marshal my boys to hit the road with alacrity. Option C, he say, what's option C again?
Wait for the robbery and go and collect statement
In the
later.
next morning.
D, call the police.
Yes, D, call the police. Which one it be?
Supposed to be called the police, but now you be police. So it's between B and C. B and C. Now B and C, because you go need to marshal your unit and hit the road with alacrity and wait for the robbery to end, then go and collect a statement after.
But you just give me two options now. You don't
Time,
confuse me.
time.
No, see, let me see.
Time. No,
Forget about the game
Time
show.
out.
This is what you do in the case like that. You must. Hey.
You need to. So, Mr. Ebuka, I think it was clear enough. But I know you had put you in a very difficult situation.
I choose B.
You go with B.
Yes. I will marshal my boys and hit the road with alacrity.
But your friend, if he said it's both.
Not be
B
me.
and
Tell you may you call it. I know why I tell you may you call her.
B, your final answer?
B is my final answer.
Your final answer?
Is my final answer.
B is not incorrect. You are correct. It's correct. A round of applause for him, please.
Yes.
B is correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alacrity.
Wow. So now you're promoted now
Yeah.
to the rank of corporal with a salary of 5,020 naira.
Yes.
Are you ready for question 2?
Yes.
Question 2 is for the rank of sergeant with a salary of 7,020 naira. 7,020 naira. If there is a dead end in an investigation, what is the best way to approach it? A, plant your own evidence. B, extract a confession by force. C, raid the entire area. D, search for new leads.
Is this a trick question? Because all of them are the same thing.
How so, Mr. Ebuka?
According to our training, when there's a crime, in order to search for new leads, you must raid the entire area.
Okay.
And when you raid the entire area, you will catch some people.
Okay.
Whether they are innocent or guilty, time will tell.
Okay.
So when you have rounded them up, no criminal willingly gives up. You must apply force to the one that you know. We don't have a word for it too, but so the one we just.
Okay.
So we apply force and we try to extract a confession. Now, in some cases, you try to extract, there is no confession because really the confession is not there. So there is no tree of crime in there, but the soil for a crime is there. So you plant your own. But for the sake of this game show,
Yes. What option? You have to go with just one option.
yeah,
Mr.
because of the
Ebuka.
civilians, you
Yes.
know, I'll choose search for new leads.
Search for new leads.
Yeah.
Your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That is correct, Mr. Ebuka. For some funny reason, that is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, you're on a roll, Mr. Ebuka.
Bro.
So now you
If he thought he
promoted.
could confuse me, but he can't confuse me.
Let's get this done quickly, Mr. Ebuka.
Yeah, let's do this.
I can't wait
IG.
to see you offend your parents more. So question 3, for the rank of cadets or cadet inspector with a salary of 10,020 naira. Is bail free? A, yes. B, no. Is bail free? A, yes. B, no.
You see, this question depends on who's asking. It's bail free.
A, yes. B, no.
Is it what we're taught or what? Oh,
You know you still have 2 lifelines left. 50-50, or you can also ask the audience.
let me ask the audience.
Yeah. You ask the audience.
Let me ask the audience.
Audience, is bail free? Is bail free? I can hear an emphatic no, Mr. Ebuka. Are you going to go with the audience? Or you will go with the soil that is inside you?
You know, it's not my training to go with the people. I choose yes. Bail is free.
Bail is free.
Yes.
Bail is free.
I said the people said no, bail is free. Yes.
No. Mr. Ebuka, but you know, me and you know that bail is not free.
Do you want to confirm? I say yes, bail is free.
Is that your final answer?
This guy is
Is that your final answer, Mr. Ebuka?
this is game show.
But, Mr. Ebuka, I want to hear something.
So serious life.
I want to get this clearly. Were you saying that bail is not free? Like, if we are not in this game show, bail is not free. But because we are here, bail is free. So that you can be, is that, I just want to be clear.
Are you the one answering this question? I said bail is free. Yes.
Mr. Ebuka, your answer is not correct. This is the end of the road for you. Hope you have a place to stay other than your parents' house. Ladies and gentlemen,
good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? So, when Dami told me about this show, I wasn't really happy about it because, like you said at the beginning, they said all of us have slept in a cell. And shows like this bring back bad memories. And I want to share it with you. Because only me cannot suffer alone. You've already laughed now, so let me make you angry, you understand? It all started in 2019. True life story. And all these idiots that are on the poster that you saw, they are implicated in this story. We just went to the comedy club after performing. It was around 1 a.m. 12:30 a.m. We're about to go to another comedy club to perform. Just down the street. This was Lekki Phase 1. We were in Sailor's Lounge. We just came out, walking. All of a sudden, this is 2019, remember? All of a sudden, somebody just comes to us driving. He say, "Young man, police are ready. Get out of the way." In our mind, like, we didn't commit any crime now, so let's continue going. We're going to the club just here. Another car comes. Young men. Who are the young men? Let me just let you know. It was I, Makinde David, DeeMajor, and DeeMajor's former babe. So, we're going. So when the second one came, I was like, maybe this is God talking to us, so let's just, I said, okay, you know what, we didn't commit any crime, but let's just shift to the other side of the road. One fool among them, who goes by the name DeeMajor, he said, "Why? Let's continue." So we continued. We saw the first police bus. They were in a downfall. They came. They were driving so slowly at Tantalizer. They passed us. As all of us, we caught eye contact. They just passed us. We're like, "Oh, praise God." Another one was now coming. This one had almost passed us. Then this foolish DeeMajor now said, "Shun, sir." I'm like, "Why are you shunning them?" So he does reverse. He said, "Identify yourself." The bastard DeeMajor just brings out his ID card. At that time, he was working for a reputable company. Before my courses caught up with him. So he brought out his ID card. And the girl too brought out her ID card. She was a student of Unilag. And the police were like, "Oh, okay, go." So I did like this. That's the day I forgot my ID card. I looked down and I saw one small boy. He was refreshing his portal. Yeah, I'm a student. But Unilag and internet, they don't really work well. So they're trying to say, "Enter the van." I said, "What's my crime?" They say, see who you follow. Kidnapping. Enter. So we entered. So I started calling the comedian that owns the club. For the sake of my future career, I won't talk much. But he's a big guy in the industry. I was calling him. I said, Omo Baba, please pick your call. He want to pick his call. So they took us to Morocco. When they took us to Morocco, it was like film. Me, Makinde were there. And they, like 10 other people. So we got to the cell. Then it's just his office like this. Marks on the wall, you know. So the guy starts telling us. He says, according to section this, subsection this, subsection this, we don't even know whether it's lying or not. Because none of us knows the constitution. You understand? He said, what amazed me was the detective work. Let me share it with you guys. He said, report has come to us about series of robberies that have been happening across Lekki, Marwa, Ekate, and Jakonde. And we believe that it's those that are walking on foot that perpetrated this attack. Like, do you know what it is to steal on foot? On Admiralty Way. They can see you to the end. What could I do? I said, okay. No problem. So the guy now said, all of you, introduce yourself. Started introducing themselves. One guy said, my name is Ben. So which work do you do? He says he's a security guard. And they arrested you. He says that it was at his duty post. That's when I knew we were in trouble. Really righteous, can't be seen. And they were just there like that. So I introducing. So as they were coming to me and Makinde, they were beside each other. Makinde said, Ebuka, what will we say? Let's say we are students. I'm like, no, don't say you are students. Students by 1 a.m. outside. No, they will obtain us. Let's say they were comedians. That's the worst mistake of my life. So they got to tell us. Say, what do the two of you do? Tell us, chorus, we are comedians. The guy say, no, you are fools. So yes, we are fools. Everybody was just there. They now said, I think they said, everybody now submit your phones. There was even one girl that was there with us. Only one girl. They arrested her with her boyfriend. They found love in a hopeless place. So they're not there now. He said, everybody submit your phones. Submit your phones. So everybody submitted their phone. Then my phone just started ringing, buzzing. Vroom, vroom, and it was on vibrate. Vroom, vroom. All those Samsung. Vroom, 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 vroom. It wouldn't stop. And the police guy looked at it and guess the name he saw. DeeMajor. In his mind, na soldier. The guy asked me, he said, who owns this phone? I said, me. He said, who is DeeMajor? I increased the voice, my brother. The guy was really scared. He said, okay, pick it, put it on loudspeaker. All the men that are here, please, if anybody ever calls you, just answer with bass voice. You don't know who you are saving. Because you see, your DeeMajor pick that call. I was like, oh, boy, you don't catch you now. How far the 10K now? Then take out. They say, bring the 10K. Bring the 10K. I'm telling you, you know what's annoying me now? You are laughing this true life story. That's just. I'll continue. All of a sudden they said, all the guys, remove your shirt, your belt, your shoes, your socks, your wristwatch, submit it. This Makinde is just an idiot. We're not looking at the girl, waiting for her to... So, you know, I noticed something. Everybody was like, officer, may I see you outside? Officer, may I see? And I know that they are sorting. So I'm like, come on. Because if we not sort, now we will go Niger State. So I said, let's just hear this guy out. You understand? So both of us do, officer, we will see you outside. I said, come. So this man, a very respectable man. Looks like this man here now. Not you. This looks like him. You know. Stood like that. Then he said, so the guy, this is what the guy now told. He said, so, We apprehended 12 of you. But we have 4 slots. I said admission. I'm like, we have 4 slots for freedom. Going at 20,000 naira each as at now. So you'd be like saying, they tell us no, we beat fast, you understand? But we're broke. So I just told Maggie, I said, where the cell? Let's go, Jerry. So the guy, I thought, is this happening? Am I going to his cell? I already kept 200 naira shank for the capon in case the president don't beat me. You know? But luckily for us, God did a miracle. They moved all the hardened criminals to one cell and moved us to the empty cell. So when they said, please, ladies and gentlemen, next time you want to protest about how those guys, the people in the cell live. There is no crime that is worth that crime. God, that place is terrible. I said, God, what's happening? As I was uncomfortable, this Makinde entered there and slept. Look at this guy. God, the mosquitoes in the cell, for those of you that have never been there, mosquitoes there. You know here, you say you have mosquitoes in your house. The mosquitoes are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The ones in the cell, they don't stop. My body was like island block party. I just left them. Have fun. Also, I couldn't sleep. I was just standing like this. Something shocking happened around like 4:30 a.m. I just started hearing, good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you. From the hardened criminal cell. Come heaven above, take glory, Father, take glory, Son. I was really surprised. But the thing that shocked me the most when he started praying, the guy was like, begin to speak into your day. I said, everything won't change. Terrible. Terrible. But personally for me, ever since that experience, I've become pro-police. Ever since that happened, because I got to see firsthand, how I believe that, we expect too much from the police. Honestly, your demands are too much. I mean, who here has seen a well-meaning family member, somebody that had prospects, future in your family that decided that I want to be a policeman? Have you ever seen it happen before? No, we allow the worst of us to police the rest of us. So whatever we see, we take it like that. If we want police to improve, let the best of us police the rest of us. Let them make a law that all first-class graduates by force must go to the police. That time you see people they beg for school. Please give me B. Please. Give me C, please. That time schooling will be different now. Lecturer will just enter. Who didn't do my assignment here? You plus 30 marks. It's going to be so hilarious. You're using IG in my class. You will soon become the IG. Don't worry. Alright. But personally, in my own opinion, like I said, I think Nigerian people are so battered by the whole entire Nigerian context that we can't even pinpoint what the problem we suffer is. We can't pinpoint it. For example, like during the protest, I was hearing people talk about, they say the police should stop profiling. Police should stop profiling. Maybe you don't know what profiling means. Let me educate those of you that didn't have such a good education at this juncture. What does profiling mean? Profiling means basically categorizing people or predicting human behavior based on certain traits. Maybe age, maybe race, maybe tribe, maybe dressing, When you think about it really, we all profile. Profiling is the basic core of our human existence. We cannot do without profiling. The problem of the police is not profiling, and I'll prove it to you because everybody profiles. Even children, babies profile. Have you ever been ugly and you try to carry a baby? He tries to get me, Ojuju, I dey fear. You think you're a monster just because of some traits. Men profile. Every man knows what I'm talking about. Your guy comes to meet you, says, how do you think of, what do you think of Sarah? Dami, not Sarah. Okay, let me change it. What do you think of Janet? Maybe the guy's like, wait till me at Janet. Okay, let me see her picture. She be like, who go dey proud? Guys, just she be like, who go like money too much? Just by picture. Okay, for the responsible guys, maybe you don't believe. Responsible guys here, maybe you like a girl and you start stalking the girl. You don't call it stalking, just follow up. You start following her up, they start observing her stories. And she's always traveling with this particular 60-year-old man. You know, Dubai today, London tomorrow. You know, naturally, every man is just like, I know we'll do this baby again. That guy now, sugar daddy. Somebody's like, how did you arrive at that? Because nobody wears the same bathrobes with their original daddy. But everybody profiles. Women profile. Women are the worst at profile. They are the legends of profiling. You know, women have only 2 hobbies. Only 2. Number 1 is to suspect. They are so creative. Like, he came back from work, he didn't sweat. That means he has had his bath somewhere. And the second one is to jump into conclusion. Nothing speaks profiling than those 2 things. Okay, just for the girls are like, these guys, let me paint a scenario. Maybe your babe, they're in a standard mode of suspicion. So they're already suspecting you of cheating before you even thought of it. So that's why they always say, I was not surprised. Because maybe you are dating, or maybe you're married, whatever the case be. And the woman is already suspecting. Now she sees, compare these 2 things. Compare these 2 things. You say we don't profile. Compare these 2 things. She sees a text of, not even a text, let me make it more, a voice note from a certain Mama Oluwatobi. That's the name, how you save the contact on your phone. And she heard the voice. He played it. This voice note. What's your name, sir? Let me use your name. What's your name? You say no. You're really. You say don't. Before joke turns to reality. Okay, let me use your name. What's your name? Yeah. Jide. So maybe that's the name of your. So you play the voice note. Yeah. Jide. This is Mama Oluwatobi. This voice note. Jide. I have missed you. I am really missing you. Won't you ever come and see me? No woman here will suspect that because it's Mama Oluwatobi and that voice sounds like a 60-year-old. So probably his auntie that is missing it. But if you see a text on Instagram from @Sandra_XOXO, maybe you now check her profile. You see model, influencer, a rare vibe. She's cheating on him. She's cheating with him. We all profile. There's nothing you can say. What do you mean by a rare vibe? What's a rare vibe? What's rare about the vibe? Cheating. But just if just in case you're thinking, oh, what children we actually profile, it's not bad. Profile is actually the most sensible thing to do. In life, when it comes to security, you must profile. Imagine if the world outlawed profiling. There was no such thing as profiling. What does that mean? That's you can't create labels in your mind. And you can't make decisions based on those labels you created in your mind. Every security issue will sound like a joke. The person telling you like a fool. They say, so I was at Aja under bridge by 11 p.m. Then the road was lonely. The whole bridge was lonely. And I saw this guy. He was wearing a dirty tank top with a shirt and dread. And he was charging towards me. I said, he might be a model. So I waited. Then he came. As he came, I noticed his eye was red. I said, maybe he might still be a model. He was coming. All of a sudden, he started reaching for his pocket. And he brought out a knife. Oh, he might be a butcher. And he came. He held my neck. I said, maybe he's a wrestler. And all of a sudden, he tore my shirt. Maybe he's a tailor. Then he stabbed me with the knife. Maybe he's a surgeon. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So we could not have our show last year, and then we did this year. In 2019, it was about comedians, and this year we said let it be about the police experience. And we decided to call it MUFTI because we wanted to humanize the police. And in humanizing the police, you have to talk about both their good sides and their bad sides. You don't humanize someone by just talking about their flaws. You have to talk about their strengths too. And that is the only way you can move this conversation forward and not just dwell on the problems. You know, and it made me really remember something that happened when I was in 100 level and 20 level. Things were very hard for me. Things were very tight for my family. And they couldn't really do much for me in school then. But there was this woman that always came through. Always came through. She would send me money end of the month. She would, when I go back home, she said, come and collect food stuff. She, in fact, was the one that bought me my first mattress that I ever used on campus. And so I just remember that sometimes I would call her and say, let me come. I'm around now. Should I come on Tuesday? She said, I don't know. Mawa lojo Tuesday. Wa Thursday. And Ijade lojo Tuesday. I said, okay. So when I go to her on Thursday, she said, alo kini so onila jade onilo nikini wole. So then she will now bring out loads of cash. But she will not give me 1,000 naira note or 500 naira or 200 naira or 100 naira. She just pack 20 naira, 50 naira, 10 naira, 5 naira. In bundles. But when I pack them, they're always enough for me for the month, so enough for me for my time. And then I said, so this woman, I'm sure some of you are already thinking, this woman was actually a police officer that sustained me in those 2 tough years of my school. You see, the point of all I'm saying is that next time you get to a checkpoint, next time you have the great privilege of helping a policewoman or a policeman, make sure you do the best that you can. Do your absolute freaking best, because you don't know the child education that you're sponsoring. You don't know. You see, this is that woman. Her name is Rosalind Bakary, and that is her son graduating from primary school. And she's not just on this poster here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that Rosalind Bakary, who many people could call Sweet Mother, is right here with us. Please, let's put our together. Sweet Mother, can you rise? Can you come? Sweet Mother, yeah. Thank you for making this. Thank you for making this happen. Yes, if you had not been giving me those things, I wouldn't have gone to school. I wouldn't have finished. If I had not finished, I wouldn't have had the sense to be able to think all this kind of thing. So if I had not put this kind of show together, all these people, they're all here because of those things. That's where it started from. Yeah, I think you're enjoying comedy shows. That's what started it. You are here because of those 20 naira and 10 naira. So, mommy, thank you very much. See what you have done. Yeah, so mommy, I know that you retired, right? So how long?
2 years.
And how long did you serve in the police force?
25 years.
25 years, wow. 25 years of meritorious service. So mommy, thank you very much for making it tonight. Yes, please, let's give her a round of applause as she goes to her seat. Thank you. So guys, that brings us to the end of MUFTI comedy show, because when Kasala bursts, the police changes into MUFTI. They become one of us and we become one of them, because in the end there's really no difference between all of us. Thank you very much.
Question 15. For the rank of Inspector General of Police, with a salary of 10 million and 20
You saved
naira.
my time. I'm dying to
It's
answer.
a very straightforward question, sir. Who gave the order?